Hey, it's me, Zanov, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition Legendary Difficulty Survival Mode playthrough. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? I am doing pretty good myself. We're getting on with our quests in the Soul Cairn. First one being follow Valerica, where we left off last episode. Serana and I have slain all three of the keepers in the barrier around Valerica's prison has failed. We rejoined Valerica, who has agreed to take us to the location where the Elder Scroll is hidden. Bum bum bum. I was going to do this. I was umming and ahhing about whether or not I wanted to find jobs pages and whether I would just like cut out all my travel time around the Soul Cairn so you guys don't have to see it. I'm not gonna bother doing it, as cool as it would be. I'm not gonna bother doing it just because it's just gonna take too much time and not really add anything to the playthrough, because we won't use the reward he gives us. So we're gonna uncheck that. Unfortunately, I hate not completing it. Believe me, it grinds my gears, but I have to make these decisions. In any case, let's get on and follow Valerica. You good, Serana? You look pretty somber. That's a pretty somber face you're pulling. You look like you're pouting at me. Okie dokie, Valerica, do you have anything to say?
The Elder Scroll is just a bit further.
Why haven't you pursued the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So you prefer living in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Living in the old times, living in the old times. Scared of change. How did you become imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters,
Fool.
the custodians of this place.
What was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they crave. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
And you became trapped.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
You've been imprisoned here for all this time?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which would give in.
I think the Ideal Masters would have the advantage there, since they are no longer bound by the dimensions of, even though obviously being vampires we're immortal, they're also not bound by the feeling of time. It doesn't quite run linearly, if that's a word, linearly as it does for us. Even though we're immortal vampires, we still kind of feel and experience time differently to how the Ideal Masters would. At least that's my speculation, and I'm pretty sure it's true. Pretty sure that is how it would work. But in any case, who are the Ideal Masters?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Why would they require sustenance?
The Ideal Master's weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
What do the Masters provide in return?
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here, as harvested souls.
Do you count yourself among those foolish necromancers, I wonder? If I leave the Soul Cairn, can I safely return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
How convenient. Thank you very much, Valerica, for the dialogue.
Follow me and stay close. Keep your eyes open for Durnehviir.
Who could Durnehviir be? Do you have any
I can't
dialogue?
believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, because she's undead. Ha ha ha. Do you know anything about this place?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the Soul Cairn takes just any leftovers.
Does anything live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only things that can survive here are the Ideal Masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Yes, sounds terrible. Do you think we'll meet the Ideal Masters?
I don't think anyone's ever met the Ideal Masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground, I have no idea.
Why are they collecting these souls?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power. Almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
Why would a necromancer want to deal with them?
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Summon them, you mean?
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the Soul Cairn gives you something much more powerful.
How do the necromancers communicate with them?
Well, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
How are you feeling after talking to your mother?
Relieved, I think. All those things have been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her.
Why did you ever agree to her plan?
Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them.
She doesn't seem too fond of him.
The moment we gave ourselves to Moloch Ball, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions. And then he found that prophecy, and that was it.
And you were caught in the middle.
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
And here I am picking up the pieces. Yeah, it sounds like they were both being pretty selfish, obsessed with each other's own demise, and you just being caught in the middle, poor little Serana.
Oh, they definitely were. I just wonder if that meant it was my job to be giving. Anyway, we should keep moving.
We should, but there's all this juicy
The sooner
dialogue.
we get out of this place, the better.
Tell me about your family, last thing.
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
It sounds like you don't like either of them very much.
It's not that simple. I guess it never is with families, is it? What about you? What were your parents like?
What? Time for a bit of backstory on Durnehviir, I guess. I never knew them. I grew up alone.
I know how that feels. I mean, I know it isn't the same thing, but I was a pretty lonely child myself.
Do you still feel lonely?
Not as much. Let's just keep going.
Oakley dokley. So a little bit of backstory of Durnehviir there. He didn't get along with his mama and papa. So, there we go. Cured disease potion recipe. Yeah, okay, let's take it. Charred skeever hide and mudcrab chitin. Okie dokie. And immortal blood and varieties of danger. Rolls of paper. Nothing else we can use. Making sure there's nothing that we're missing here. And oh my goodness, all that beautiful, gorgeous, delicious dialogue. Let's keep moving forward. And this looks like a wee bit of an arena if I've ever seen one myself. Now, where's
I
Valerica?
hear something.
Ah, somehow behind us.
Defend yourselves.
Durnehviir. And who is... There's Durnehviir, hey? Cool, cool, cool. Now, is he not supposed to be making any noise, or is there something wrong with my Skyrim? Okay, he's making a noise. There we go. Good, good. Let's get two of these guys out. And let's get some destruction spells going, because he's going to be annoying and stay in the air. I don't think he's going to land too much. So we might have to do a bit of this before we can whip out the old dagger. Where are you? Yeah, you're staying up there. I'm going to kamika you a whole bunch until you decide to land on the ground.
Get it now while we can.
He's just going to keep spawning things, I think. So, I wonder, does he... I can't remember. Does he operate the same as other dragons, where once I get him down to half health, he will land down here? Well, he's landing down here regardless. Ooh, and he looks festy and disgusting. Look at all that stuff on him. Okay, let's start hitting him with our dagger. Hopefully he'll do like a few tail bashes or something, and then we can get some heavy armor. Guessing not. So let's get our spells back out. Let's just cast some random ones. Wow, there's a lot. Whoa, let's help our Durnehviir Lord here. There we go. Kill some of you guys. Here we go. When I say help our Durnehviir Lord, I guess I'm also killing the Durnehviir Lord as well as everything else. Hopefully I don't hurt Serana too much and she starts hurting me. That would be terrible. Durnehviir, let's get him down to half health as quick as we can. Oh, jeepers, there's a lot of these bone men. I do not remember there being so many bone men. Hopefully Serana and Valerica kind of understand that I've only got area of effect magicka and they don't start trying to kill me like usual. Durnehviir, hello, hello. Did you just spawn even more bone men? I need to get you on the ground, good sir. You are being... Whoa! Come on now. Come on. Oh, you summoned more bone men, didn't you? You cheeky devil. You cheeky devil, Durnehviir. Come on, get rid of him. Wow, you're a tough bone man. There we go. Now, where are you, Durnehviir? There you are, you cheeky devil. Hey, I saw you. I saw you trying to hide off in the side there. Come on now. You just wait until you're still, and I'm about to kamikaze you. There we go. Alright, now he's down to half health. If he behaves like a regular dragon, he should stay grounded now. So let's run up with our little dagger and just kill him with a million little cuts in his leg. Here we go. You ready, Durnehviir? You should have never dared to fight me. This little dagger is just pincing in your side, and as like tiny and terrible as it feels right now, and it feels like it's probably not doing much, but I can guarantee you it's about to do quite a lot, and you are stunned and on the ground. And look at the actual textures. I never noticed that you can actually like see his ribcage and stuff. Sorry, I'll get to it. I just never noticed that detail. Wow, very, very cool. Very, very cool. Now, can we search you? No, we can't. I'm pretty sure you just get absorbed back by the ideal masters. Yeah. That seems to be, or at least back by the Soul Cairn, whatever absorbs you. Hello, Serana. Glad to see you didn't try and kill me. Yep. Nothing to say? Okay, well, I don't know what was happening earlier between us, but I'm glad you're not so angry at me anymore, just trying to kill me relentlessly. Valerica. Guessing we got to be over here.
My astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
Well, you've never seen me in action, have you? What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnehviir allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless...
Go on.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnehviir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long will that take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
There we go, a bit of urgency, a bit of oomph, a bit of pep in your step, hey Valerica. There we go. You gonna take it, or you... Okay, I guess,
What did you want?
just the Elder Scroll, you know, the thing that we came to the Soul Cairn here for in the first place? Yeah, you forget pretty quickly, don't you? Okay, let's see what there is to take from old Valerica. I mean, some good stuff, but we'll take the Vigorous Healing. I guess we'll take those, just because. Soul Husk Extract. Yep, take it, I guess. Never even realized that was a thing. Enchanter's Elixir, you are kidding me. Blacksmith's Elixir, you are kidding me. Oh, gosh. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. It's all good. It's all good. It's not like I didn't use the enchantments and the armor to get here in the first place to help us with getting here. Take Elder Scroll of Blood. Elder Scroll added. Speak to Valerica. Find the Elder Scroll of Blood. Now we are carrying 3 Elder Scrolls. We are quite the... Actually, no. Harkon has her Elder Scroll, I think. We're quite strong, powerful beings right now. We have the bones of the universe in our pockets.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
I should indeed. You're staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
We could use your help in Tamriel.
As much as it pains me to send you and Serana back alone, I can't take the risk.
Coward.
Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Finished. Speak to Valerica. Return to Tamriel. Is there anything else you can say?
Anything to ask before you depart?
What if I say this again? Why don't you come back with us?
Even if I could, it would only serve to hinder your efforts. Harkon would likely sense my return to Tamriel. The last thing you need right now is a trail for him to follow.
You said even if I could. Why?
Like Serana, I am a daughter of Cold Harbor, a vampire offspring of Molag Bal. My presence in Tamriel would simply double the risk that Harkon could complete the prophecy.
And if Harkon failed?
The only way I'd even consider returning to Tamriel was if Harkon were not only to fail, but to be destroyed.
I've never actually done this. I don't know if you can eventually come back and get Valerica or not. You hate him that much?
You must understand. He's no longer the man I married all that time ago. He's obsessed. Insane. Everyone around him fears him as they would a rabid dog. For all of this to end, he must die.
Dang.
Farewell. Remember that Harkon's not to be trusted.
I shall remember that. Now, all that extra dialogue, I don't think I've ever bothered to get it before. Now, I'm pretty sure all these things are used to like help with the Durnehviir fight if you're a weak boy. Not like Thor and Veralt and Zarnov, of course. We're quite strong together. Yeah, don't die once. Haven't died once in this whole playthrough. Yeah, that's true. But I think these are to help with the Durnehviir fight if you're struggling just a wee bit. Because if you jump in these, I'm pretty sure they regenerate your health and magicka and everything. But obviously we don't need that because we're just elite level characters and players here. Ain't that right, Thoran Veralt? Yep, right indeed. Now, I'm just quickly running around this place because I never actually explore what this little place is. And I gets the feeling that there's got to be a chest somewhere, right? And that looks like that could be one up there. But I gets the feeling there's got to be a chest somewhere, right? Like, it can't all just be these big, powerful power and jump in and I restore your health things, right? Like, there's got to be some kind of chest somewhere, right? Maybe not. Probably not. I'm guessing not. We got no stamina, so I'm going to quickly get some of that back. But, yeah, I'm guessing we don't get any chests. No chests. Just an Elder Scroll. Just an Elder Scroll. What a disappointing reward, hey? What a disappointing reward. Like, why couldn't you give me, like, 30 gold septums? Why'd you have to give me the bones of Mundus instead? Open Soul Cairn. And it looks like he's reconstituted himself already.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Absolutely love this guy, by the way. I thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Dude, I love whoever voice acted this dragon. This is such a unique voice and such a cool voice for a dragon. Like, it's actually so sick to listen to this guy speak. Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
I found you equally worthy and very, very cool, Durnehviir. Very, very cool.
Your words do me great honor.
I'm glad.
My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of a favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
What's stopping you?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
How could I help?
I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Just call your name in Tamriel, that's it?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
How did you end up in the Soul Cairn?
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home. But those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
Were you a part of all that?
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dylan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
So you sought the Soul Cairn for answers.
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
They didn't tell you she was immortal.
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
Is that why you're free now?
Free? No. I have been here too long, Quanarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Of course, Durnehviir, of course, that absolutely is something we are going to be doing. Why do you call me Quinarin?
In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
Fellow Dova, I am not a dragon.
You are the Dova King, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title.
I am honored, Durnehviir. Well, I absolutely love him and his whole character. Just absolutely so cool. And would you look at that there? As I said, just the animation for this guy and just how he is as a dragon, where like his rib cage is like, you know, bare and showing. I'm actually going to make a save right here. For no specific reason, of course. No specific reason at all. No reason at all. Just the save right there. And I absolutely love his shout as well to call him into Tamriel. I believe the words were cursed, never dying. It's just so cool. It's just the little details. It's just the little things. It's so sick. I absolutely love it. In any case, let's get out Nightmare. And I am feeling a very long-awaited return to Tamriel. And not only a long-awaited return to Tamriel, but a return to survival mode. No longer will I be able to not worry about my sleep or my food or my warmth or cold or anything like that. No more will that be a thing. No. We return to survival mode when we return to Tamriel. I have to say, I am kind of excited to return to Tamriel and be and have those kind of restrictions put on me again. But I'm also like so glad that they had the, I believe actually before I go, I'm pretty sure along the wall here there's something really easy to grab. It's either off to the right side or the left side. Sorry, I know, sidetrack. It's kind of just the deal right now. It's kind of just how things work. But yeah, I'm so glad that they did get rid of those restrictions and things for the Soul Cairn, because it would be absolutely impossible to do anything in this place, and I mean anything in this place. Here it is. I don't know how I missed it. Anything in this place if you had to like monitor your sleep and whatnot. Wow, Black Soul Gem, that was worth it. Another thing, we can use Soul Husks. Well, actually I might, because we have plenty of Soul Husks and we're not going to use them for anything else ever really. So we might as well, just so I can showcase it to you guys, just so you guys can see.
Some Soul Husks, or are you wasting my time?
Got anything left to sell?
Sure, got plenty. What am I gonna do with it?
But I also recommend not bothering, because the stuff that you get from this guy is pretty lackluster indeed. It's nothing that's super cool for the amount of effort that you might put into it trying to see what everything is that he has. But let's go a sword.
Oh, wondrous blade.
Yeah, there we go.
Never
See?
mind. Just take the darn thing.
Sanctified iron sword added. That's just an example of the kind of stuff you get from this guy. It's absolute trash. Do not. I made the mistake of just running around the Soul Cairn, like picking up heaps of soul husks and whatnot to like see what he had. It's all just stuff like that, like iron sanctified sword, like just garbage stuff. I don't know how he became the well-renowned merchant he believes he became when he just had stuff like that to sell. I mean, maybe it was a time back before the mere mortals of Tamriel had figured out how to forge Daedric stuff and all that kind of thing, and I don't know why, but I feel like I have to pick up these soul husks. I don't know why. I don't know. I'm just doing it. Yeah, before we figured out how to forge like Daedric stuff and all that, and iron swords and steel swords were all the rave and whatnot. But yeah, I think time's definitely left him in the dust because he does not have anything good to offer us. So yeah, that is an awfully long way of saying do not waste your time trying to get all the soul husks to get everything he has, because it's all pretty useless. Completed beyond death. And why hello there, survival mode. Hello, it's been quite a while. So glad to see you again. Not really, but kind of. I don't know. Nah, I am. It is. Oh, Serana. It is kind of fun. As I've said, it is fun to have the restrictions put on you. It kind of just changes up the dynamic of gameplay. Of course, you all know this. We're at episode like 58 now, I believe. You guys are all... If you've watched up until this point, you're all pretty familiar with how survival mode is working for us. If not, survival mode, you cannot fast travel, you have to eat, you have to sleep, you cannot be cold, you just have a lot more restrictions placed on you than the average bear. And that is survival mode. We're not going back to the Soul Cairn. We are going to be going to Volkihar Balcony. Now this right here usually would serve as a good fast travel point. But oh no, not for us it doesn't. Not for us it doesn't on survival mode. In fact, on survival mode, this is pretty much useless. This is supposed to serve as like a quick way to get back to the Soul Cairn if you ever want to visit the Soul Cairn again. But unfortunately, it actually is not a quick way to get back to the Soul Cairn because you cannot fast travel. So I'm going to quick save right here. And I'm going to see if I can jump down here without dying. Lucky I quick saved. Lucky I quick saved. I thought for sure I could get down there without dying. It didn't look like that big of a drop. Maybe over to the other side, potentially.
Indoors, or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Yeah, it's so sunny. Look at it. Wow, it's absolutely piercing us. It's not overcast at all. Yeah, it's just absolutely terrible for vampires. Maybe if I land here? No? Okay. Okay, I know how we're going to do this then. We are going to become ethereal and then drop down. I'm really surprised that height is killing us. I don't feel like it should be, but I guess, I don't know. I guess it is. Let's go. Where are you? Become ethereal. Wow, I've got two of them, but we only need one, so we're going to use one dragon's soul because I'm a little bit stingy, even though I've got 10 of them right there. And then we also have... Where is he? Summon Durnehviir. So we have to spend dragon souls on that. So curse, never dying. Recharge, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. All of a sudden, 300 seconds. That's what that is, by the way, down there, in case you didn't know. Spend soul, spend soul, spend soul. Oh boy. We are going to have to summon a Durnehviir. A very, very cool dragon, as I said. Like, I absolutely love him. Don't run out on me. Very good. So yeah, if you guys have not used Become Ethereal before, haven't found a use for the shout, that is like the one use that I've found for the shout, to be honest. I don't actually believe I've ever used it in combat for any particular reason, but I've used it plenty to quickly run down a mountain without dying. Oh, jeepers. I'm not gonna try and scale around there. I'd be damn near trying to scale a perfectly vertical rock face. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out too well for Thorin Everalt at all. He would have been... a very, very, what? Huh? Eh? I was going the wrong way. Okay, I want to go back this way. This is the correct way, which is weird. I feel very... Can I just swim there instead of taking the boat? Is that a thing? Why have I never tried this? You are... Oh. Ooh, that water's not going to do it for us, actually. Yeah, I completely forgot about the whole water thing. I've never actually done this, though, so I'm going to do it. Let's go and try this. Destruction and Mara's Wrath, because that's supposed to keep us warm when we are swimming in freezing cold waters, apparently. I'm pretty sure. Let's get some healing out as well. And then let's get Mara's Wrath going again, because I'm not sure how long it works for 30 seconds. Okay, let's get that going again. And let's go in here. So we've got 30 seconds, apparently. I guess not, because we are taking constant damage while we are here. I guess it doesn't work the way it kind of indicates or makes you believe it would. Oh, gosh, we're almost there, though. Come on now, come on. I want to try this just because I want to try it. Let's go. Plentiful healing, plentiful healing. Good, good. And out of the water, out of the water, out of the water. There we go. And get some healing going again. There we go. Oh gosh, I am moving so slow. I hate this, and the stamina is awful. Why did I bother doing this? Why did I decide that I wanted to try this? Why am I like this? I don't know. I just am. But it's actually pretty cool, because I feel like I can just swim all the way over there instead of taking the boat. Now the question is, do I want to? And the answer to that is no. Unfortunately, I've just wasted all of your times. It would be cool, but survival mode, unfortunately, is not going to be the best supporter of this endeavor. Survival mode will kill us definitely a heck of a lot quicker than I can get over there, and it's just going to slow us down from getting over there as well. It's kind of seeming like that's actually further away. It seems like we're in a really bad spot here, actually. Yeah, this is a really, really bad spot. Okay, let's, I'm gonna do this. No, I'm gonna get out of there, because that's gonna get us cold. We're gonna go Mara's Wrath. Wow, I've just created so much work for myself. I can't believe I've just done this to myself. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's go, go. Swim as quick as you can. Wait, what am I doing? No. There's some much easier way to do this that doesn't involve me getting super cold and dying. Why? Why am I so foolish? Okay, summon Daedra Course. Can you get there? You can. And I'm going to ride you. And there we go. Now we won't get done in by the water. Now we can just slowly doggy paddle, horsey paddle our way all the way over there. Gosh, the work I have made for myself. I did not know, though, actually. To be honest, I did not know this was all part of the open world. I thought when you went to Castle Volkihar, that was like its own like designated space. I didn't think you could just go across the water. And I just thought of an even better way to get across the water super easy, and that's just to turn to a vampire lord, and you literally just float through the water. You float on top of the water. Completely forgot about that. But here we are. We're taking Nightmare now. It's all good. We'll survive. We'll be fine. It's all fine and dandy. As soon as we get over here, though, I want to summon Durnehviir, because he mentions when we're in the Soul Cairn that he will teach us his Thuum, which I'm pretty sure, I can't remember what he teaches us exactly, but I'm pretty certain, like 99% certain, he actually teaches us another shout in Tamriel when we call him. And as I said, I cannot remember what the shout is that he teaches us, but I'm pretty keen, because it's actually been a very long time since I've bothered to summon him to Skyrim. Because as I said, usually like I never ever use shouts, because I always leave the shouts for such a long time anyway by not doing the main quest. And you know, obviously because I'm not doing the main quest, I usually don't use shouts, and then I just never rely on shouts. I just rely on my character's own skills in terms of his magicka and his warrior skills, whatever it is I've been building up to that point. And yeah, I just never actually use shouts, so I never bother really summoning Durnehviir once we do that quest, because I'm not really interested in getting his shout. But now I'm trying to be conscious and use shouts a little bit more often, and also, I mean, this is just really, really cool anyway, so I'm going to do it because I want to. Let's go and heal ourselves so we get some stamina back, and let's summon Durnehviir. Heck yes.
Erebus at long last. As promised, I know you the first word of Soul Cairn. Re, the essence of your enemy's life force.
3. Okay, Soul Tear. I'm pretty sure that's actually a really, really good shout. Let me look at that. Soul Tear. Your thorn cuts through flesh and shatters soul, commanding the will of the fallen. So I'm pretty sure if you kill someone with Soul Tear, it will... or if you kill something with Soul Tear, it will actually reanimate automatically and start fighting for you. But I'm unsure how that affects your already summoned companions, whether or not it adds. I would have to safely assume that it does add to your amount of already summoned companions. So as it says, it's going to take 300 seconds to recharge the shout. We don't have 300 seconds worth of time to just stand here. So apologies, Durnehviir. We're going to have to just quickly do a little... And... what's happening now? He's landing again. Can we talk to him? No, we can't. Okay, just going to take off again. Okay, if I wait another hour, will my shout thing be refreshed? It is indeed. And there's Durnehviir. Are we ready? Are we ready, Durnehviir? I'm about to summon you again, and you haven't even left Tamriel. Are you ready for this? It's going to be so cool. There we go.
Each time I am set free from that prison.
Awesome. I love to hear it.
Hear now the second word of Soul Cairn. Vase. Meaning to tear your enemy's soul from its living vessel.
Very cool. Word of power learned. Tear, Soul Tear. So now we have 2 words, and it is Essence Tear, and I dare say, so it's recharge 5/5. I dare say it'll be similar to summoning Durnehviir. I reckon the 3rd word will pack all of the punch when it comes to the recharge time. So we're gonna wait 2 hours again. Sorry, Durnehviir. I kind of just want to get this shout. Boom. And with that, we have refreshed. Durnehviir is going to land again. And we are going to summon him again without him even leaving Tamriel. How lucky you, Durnehviir. You have kept your side of the bargain, Dovahkiin, and then for some reason he was cut short. Unfortunate. I actually kind of wanted to hear that dialogue. Oh well, I guess. Skyrim do what Skyrim does. Oh boy. We have a little bit that we want to do. I've just leveled up, so I want to go see Farkas, I believe, so we can train heavy armor. But for today's episode, that is going to have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave any comments below, any recommendations, or just stop by to say g'day, because I absolutely love every single interaction, and I promise I'll respond to every single comment. But regardless of whether or not you do anything I just asked, please have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.